Welcome to Live Life Better Derbyshire's physical activity YouTube channel.
Welcome to this low impact session. What does low impact look like? On a scale of 1 to 10 of rated perceived exertion, which is essentially how hard you're working, 1 would be rest, 10 would be working maximal, but we want to be working today between 5 and 7. Best way to describe that, should be able to hold a short conversation. If you find you're going above that, what I want you to do is I want you to either reduce the intensity or the speed of what you're doing. During the main session, you'll find that the exercises are about a minute long. And if you find that you can only do 10 or 20 or 30 seconds in the first instance of those exercises, that's absolutely fine. What I would say is if you can just maintain a march, if you find that you are struggling, just bring it back down. Just make sure it keeps that blood pumping around, stops the blood pooling in the muscles if you suddenly stop. The session itself is about 45 minutes long. The warm-up is about 15 minutes, and what we do with that is we do 3 sets. The idea is we start off really easy, just getting that heart rate starting, getting the muscles warmed up. Second set, step up a little bit more. Third, a bit more. The idea being is when we finish that third set is we should be about a rated perceived exertion about 5, just getting ready for the main session. Main session itself is about 20 minutes long. We do about 10 minutes of cardio. We do about 10 minutes of resistance. What I would say, make sure you've got your weights to hand, whether that be dumbbells or whether that be bottles of water or a couple of tins, that's absolutely fine. We follow that with a cool down, about 10 minutes and some light stretches. The idea is that we bring that heart rate back down gradually, stops the blood pooling in the muscles, brings the rate of perceived exertion back down, puts us in a slightly more relaxed state. Finish off with a few breathing exercises as well. Making sure as well if you've got any medications you need, make sure you've got those to hand. Make sure you've got water with you. We do have a gap for water as we're going along. And making sure as well if you need a chair, a lot of the exercise we do have an upper half and a lower half element easily translated for the chair based. Also some people might just need it for support, so make sure you've got one of those that are handy if you need one. Making sure as well you've got space around you. We do a double side step. We do step forwards and we do step backwards. So make sure you've got any furniture or tripping hazards out the way. Make sure the area around you is clear. Making sure as well you've got ventilation. If you have got a window you need to open, because at the end of the day you might feel fine now, but as you start to work out you'll find that you will start to feel warmer. You might need to be able to make sure that you wear layers that allow you to take them off if you're actually going through the exercises as well. So if we're all ready to exercise, let's go. Okay, we're going to start off with a march. Bringing those knees up, pumping those hands. It's nice and steady, doing it at your own pace. At the end of the day, this is the first set of the warm-up, so the idea is we just kick-starting that heart, we're just warming those muscles up. So if my pace is too quick, you slow it back down, okay? If your knees don't allow you to go this high, that's also fine. Everybody's mobilities, everybody's joints are all different. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to the gentle march. Next exercise, we're going to keep a nice straight back. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our shoulders up and down. So it goes like this. Want to give that a go? Remembering, as you go through this session, nice big deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So breathe in. And breathe out. Really fill those lungs up. Really use the surface area of those lungs. What we want to do is we want to get that oxygen into the bloodstreams for our working muscles, because that's what they're needing at the moment. Like I say, at your own pace. If my pace is too quick, you slow it back down. 3, 2, 1. Back to the gentle march. So the next one. Take a step to the side, and we're going to do a single side step like this. Look, it's just feet across. And then what I want us to do is I want us to do a punch at the same time. Okay? You're not twisting the body when you do this, when you're just bringing the arm in front. So it looks like this from the side. As you can see, my back staying nice and upright, head upright, not twisting the torso, just literally bringing that arm in front. Nice and leisurely. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. And back to that gentle march again. So this one, nice straight back. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend down to the side. If we're between 2 panes of glass, essentially you won't be touching them front and back. Remembering those breaths as well. Nice big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. At your own pace, like I say, if mine's too quick, you slow it back down. We've got 5 seconds. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to that gentle march. So this is one that catches everybody out. Like I say, don't worry too much about if you don't get the coordination right. As long as we're doing some sort of dance, it's all good. So what we're going to do is a dance mat. We touch 1 foot forwards. We touch 1 foot back. And we touch out to the side. And what we do is we bring the arms into play. So the arms are going to go in the same direction that your feet are. It looks like this. Best way to remember this one is the foot always comes back to the centre. And basically your body should stay in the same place, it's just your feet that are moving. So if you're finding yourself shuffling around the room, just think about it. Make sure that foot comes back to the centre. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to the gentle march. Next one, still keeping this back nice and straight. Imagine we've got a dot on the floor in front of us, and what we're going to do is we're going to touch our heel and our toe in the same place. Okay? And what I want us to do is I want us to wring out our virtual dishcloth. Looks like this. Keep it going. Just so you know the motion, looks like this with the hands. If you'd find in holding this leg up is too much, what you can do is you could just keep that foot on the floor. Swap to the other foot. Remember, if you're finding it's hard, it pulls on some people's back, what you can do is you can just keep that foot on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Well done. That's the first set done. Now, bearing in mind, if you pushed it too hard on the first one, just stay where you are, lower it back down again. But if you want to, we're going to step it up a little bit more. So we're going for that march now. A little bit more vigorous, like I said, unless you pushed it too much on the first set. Bring those arms into play. Gradually bringing that heart rate up. Just over 10 seconds left. We've got 5, 3, 2, 1, and back to that gentle march. So this time, still keeping this back straight, we're going to roll those shoulders. Keep the arms down by the sides, and we're going to roll those shoulders. Nice and gentle. Remembering those breaths as well, nice big deep breaths. The body will naturally want to do some short breaths because it's what it sort of likes to do when it starts to exercise. And what I want you to do is I want you to sort of override that. I want you to do some nice big deep breaths. Really use all the surface area of those lungs. Spin those arms the other way for me. We've got 3, 2, 1. Back to that gentle march. So last time we did a single side step. This time a double side step. So take a big step to the side, and then we're going to do a double side step like this. Keeping that back straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to punch when we get to the outside. Remember, you're not twisting that back. The back's staying upright. You're bringing the arm in front of the body. Remembering that breathing as well. And like I say, if my pace is too quick, you just slow it back down. At the end of the day, we are still doing the warm-up. This isn't the main session. I just wanted to bring that heart rate up, get these muscles working. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to the gentle march. Straight back again. And what we're going to do, we're going to do those side bends. There we go. So just remember, if you were between 2 panes of glass front and back, you wouldn't be touching them. There we go. 15 seconds. Like I said, if my pace is too quick and you're finding you're going, that rate of exertion is going up too quickly, slow it back down again. Just bring yourself in line. 3, 2, 1, and back to our gentle march. So, just see how you did on the first time. We're going to do that dance mat again. So we're going to touch the forwards, we're going to touch back, and we're going to touch out to the side. We're going to bring those arms into play again, same direction that the legs are going. When you're doing the backstroke, you roll those shoulders slightly, give them a bit of a stretch. And remembering to breathe as well. Do not hold your breath while you're going through the whole workout. Let's get those oxygen where it's needed to those muscles. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to our gentle march. Keeping the back straight. You probably notice I say that quite a lot. What we do is we're going to touch heel toe on the floor and bring out that dishcloth again. Okay? Remember to keep that foot on the floor if you're struggling. And swap to the other side. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back to a gentle march. Well, that's the second set done. So what we're wanting to do now, like I said, unless you pushed it too much, in which case stay where you are, bring it back down, we're going to step it up a little bit more. So we're trying to now, working towards that main session. Still the warm-up, don't forget, but what we're wanting to do now is build it up, ready for that main session. "15 seconds. 10 seconds. Step it up now. At the end of the day, if you're finding that this is not fast enough for you, you can speed it up. Or if I'm going too fast, you can slow it back down. 3, 2, 1, and back to the gentle march. This time, we're going to put our hands on our shoulders or our hands on our heads. If you're not comfortable with this, we can do it down the side there. What we're going to do is we're going to draw little circles with a nice straight back, getting gradually bigger. Might feel a little bit of a click in the shoulder. That should be okay, just as long as it isn't actually painful. And whichever way those arms are going, let's go the other way. Remembering those big deep breaths as well. If you're finding your body's actually making you do short breaths, what you want to do is try and override, give it a nice big deep breath. 3, 2, 1, back to the gentle march. So what we're going to do now, big step to the side, double side step. Last time we did punch, this time we're going to do disco arms. What I tend to do is forwards one way, backwards the other. This is usually the time where people's brains are thinking hard, trying to make this session work. Don't worry about it. With practice, everybody gets it. We've got 10 seconds. See now why I said about make sure you've got furniture around you. 3, 2, 1, and back to the gentle march. So slightly different exercise this time. What we're going to do is we're going to put our right foot in front of our left foot in front of our right, like this, and we're going to punch. If you had a piece of string connecting that fist and that foot, it will sort of be pulling it round. We're still keeping that back straight, so if you're looking from the side, it's a nice straight back. Just punching there. Like I say, taking this at your own pace. If you're finding my pace is too quick, slow it back down. We're still on the warm-up, just a reminder, just building up to that main session. 2 exercises, then you grab yourself a drink. 3, 2, 1, and back to that gentle march. So let's see how we got on with it last time. We're going to go for that dance mat again. We're going to go forwards. We're going to go backwards. And we're going to go out to the side. And we're going to bring those arms into play. Looking good. Well done. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and we're back to the march. So imagine we've got that dot on the floor in front of us. Nice straight back. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that heel toe. And bring out our dishcloth again. There we go. Remembering, of course, if you're struggling, you can keep that foot on the floor. It's absolutely fine. And swap the foot to the other side. 10 more seconds. And then I want to go and grab yourself a drink. We'll get a 60-second break. 3, 2, 1. Off you go, grab yourself a drink. What I would do is that once you've had a drink, just come back to a gentle march. Sometimes it can be quite difficult trying to drink and march at the same time. I fully understand that. So what we're going to do is we'll start going to the next exercise and we'll start explaining those. What I will do is I'll explain each exercise before we roll. And like I say, each exercise is going to be about a minute long. Okay. You got about 20 seconds, people. Coming back to that march for me. Going to start with the main session shortly. Okay, so the first one is a high knees and a rowing arm motion. Okay, looks like this. What you can do with this one is if you're struggling with those high knees, you can just do a gentle march instead. And what I want you to do is keep that going, just keeping that back nice and straight. And the rowing motion looks like that. You're bringing that hand and you're pulling it back. Okay. Keep it going, 30 more seconds. You can see from the side, it's a nice straight back. Or like I say, you can go for a march rather than the high knees. You can bring a twist in if you prefer. Or you can bring those knees forward. Like I said before, this is a template. And if at any point you're struggling, take it back to a march for me. Just in 10 seconds now. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to our gentle march. So, next one. We're going to start with, this is one way you can do it graduated. What we're going to do is we can tap that foot behind like this. If you're going to give that a go, start off with that. We're going to step it up if you want to with a leg curl. Keeping his back nice and straight whilst we're doing this one. And if you're happy with that, what we can do is a bicep curl. When you're doing the bicep curl, top half of the arm stays down by the side of the body. You're just using the lower half. We can use one arm, we can use both arms, or we can use no arms. And like I say, if you're struggling, step it back. Even go back to a march. It's absolutely fine. And again, you'd have to do it at my pace, so you can slow this back down. So it's picking the exercise, picking the intensity that works for you, making sure that rate of perceived exertion doesn't go above that 7. If you weren't able to hold a short conversation, then I want you to slow it down. There we go. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back to that gentle march. Next one. This is one where we've got different areas. It's a graduated one. It's a box step. So we're going to go forwards, forwards, back, back. If you want to give that a go, that's the starting step. The next step up is a V step. We're keeping the back straight whilst we're doing this one. It's exactly the same, but you're just stepping out in a V shape. From the side, looks a little something like this. What you can do is we can do a punch, same hand, same leg. Again, not lunging with the back there, the back staying nice and upright. We're lunging with the feet and the fists. And if that's not enough for you, what we can do is we can do disco arms back at the same time. So punch, punch, disco arms back. Like I say, you can step it up at any point. And if you're struggling, take it back to a box step, take it back down to a march. It's whatever works for you. Got another 20 seconds of this. Keeping that back nice and straight. And remembering, we're being big, deep breaths, people. We've got 5 more seconds. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to our gentle march. Brilliant, well done. Don't worry about it. If you enjoy doing that one or you're struggling with that one, don't worry, we get another practice at it. So the next one, we're going to do with a half jack. So we stick this leg out to the side. We're keeping this back nice and straight and remembering that breathing as well. What we're going to do is we're going to do some chicken arms at the same time. Don't know if they're called chicken arms officially, but that's what I call them. You can do one arm with this one, 2 arms with this one, and if you're really, really wanting to step up a bit more, you can go for a deltoid raise. Bring this arm out to the side, okay? Again, you picking what your level is, and also, you can do this one, for example, and slow it down. You can slow it all back down. You can take it at your pace and go a lot more slowly than I'm doing, or you can speed it up. Just making sure that rate of perceived exertion doesn't go above that 7. Remember, you should be able to hold a short conversation. Just over 10 seconds now. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back to our gentle march. That's a quarter of the main event done. That's the first set done. And as soon as you enjoyed that cardio so much, what we're going to do now, we're going to do it all over again. So what we're going to do, we're going to do that high knees. in those rowing arms. Okay, bring in a twist. Like I say, slow it back down. If your knees say no, and just bring it back down to a march instead. Still keep his back straight, still doing those nice big deep breaths as well. And again, finding that pace, remembering that rate of perceived exertion, it is important. Making sure that if you couldn't hold a short conversation, slow it back down. Either slow the motion down, or do the easier form of exercise, it's fine. And at any point, go back down to a march. At the end of the day, we wanted to get physically active, wanted to enjoy ourselves. Let's do it within our own comfort levels. We've got another 15 seconds. We've got 10 seconds. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. So, next one. We've got 3 exercises to go, the cardio, then you get another break, another drink. We're going to tap our foot to the side like this, if you remember. Again, at your own pace. If my pace is too quick, please slow it down. We're going to flick this leg behind. Going to bring in that bicep curl. We can use one arm, both arms, no arms. Take your pick. Nice straight back. Remembering, nice big deep breaths. Good work. 30 seconds left. And again, slow it down or speed it up, just making sure you could still hold that short conversation. Maybe not a full ethical debate, just a short conversation. You got 10 seconds. Now we've got 2 more exercises before we go and have a drink. You got 3, 2, 1. Back to that gentle march. Really working out now. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do the box step. So it's forwards, forwards, back, back, if you remember. We're going to do a V step out to the side. We're going to do a V step punch. We do a V step punch, disco arms back. Again, pick which bits you want. So if that's the box step, that's fine. If we're happy with that, say thank you very much, Dave. We can do a V step. We can do a V step punch. We can do a V step punch, disco arms back. Which I make look really easy, but it isn't as easy as it looks. Give it a bit of practice though, do it a few times. You'll find it gets a lot easier. There we go. Keep it going, people. Again, remembering that rate of perceived exertion, if you're going above it, slow it back down, okay? So we can slow this exercise down, or we can reduce the intensity that we're doing, okay? Remember, lunging with the feet and the fists, not with the back, that stays nice and straight. You've got another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, back to our gentle march. Last exercise. And what we're going to do now is we're going to tap out to the side. That's the half jack. And we're going to bring in the chicken arms. Or we're going to do the deltoid raise. Again, taking it at your pace. If you're finding it's too quick, slow it down. And like I said, what you can do one arm, 2 arms, no arms. So I mean, that's the template. That's what we're talking about when I say template. You work out which elements work for you. You've got 30 more seconds. Well done, everybody. $20 seconds. 15. You got 10 more seconds. Remember, if you're flagging, step it down a little bit. Go back down to march at any point. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Go grab yourself a drink, everybody. When you got that drink, I want you to return. We're going to have about a minute break now before we go into the next session. You'll need to grab your weights for the next session, so make sure you got that because we're moving into the resistance section. What we'll do, like we did before, I'll explain each workout as we're going through, and then we'll roll with each one. Okay? So you've got 40 seconds. When you've had your drink, return to me. Let's get ready. Do a nice gentle march now. Just keep that blood pumping around the body. Keep that heart rate up. We've got about another 23 seconds. Well done, everybody. We're about 50% through the session now, through the main session. We're going to go in 10 seconds, okay? Make sure you've got your weights handy. We're going to maintain a march throughout this session as well, okay? Remembering those big deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth if we can do, okay? Okay, so we're moving into the resistance section now. What I'll do is I'll explain this workout before you start it. This is what we're going to do as a deltoid raise. We're going to keep a nice straight back. We're going to keep a march going. I want you to raise these arms up and then lower them back down. I want you to breathe out on the way up and in on the way down. So you want to give that a go? Off we go. We're not aiming to take off with this one. We're just doing nice, gentle motion. I want you to lower it back down as well. At the end of the day, we're using it. It's an exercise on the way up and on the way down. One, you don't want to smash them into the side of your legs. And secondly, you actually don't let gravity pull it down. You're lowering it down, basically. It's a nice straight back. If you find you having to twist your back a little bit or this weight's a bit too much, try putting the weights down or get a lower weight if you've got that luxury. If you've got water bottles and the weight's too much, you can empty the water out. If you've got tins, I wouldn't do that. It gets messy. 3, 2, 1, and back to the march. Next one we're going to do is going to be a heel digs and a bicep curl. When you're doing the bicep curl, make sure you're keeping this at the top half of the arm is not moving much. It's the lower half we're concentrating on. So what we're going to do is we're going to heel dig that. So keeping that back nice and straight as we're doing this one. And we're going to do a bicep curl at the same time like this. Remember to do some nice big deep breaths while we're doing this one still. And again, lowering those dumbbells down, not dropping them back down. You can go for one arm. You can go for both arms. And like I say, if you're struggling with any of these, you can just take it back down to a march. Put the weights down if it's too much. It's absolutely fine. Just remembering not to hold your breath. Nice big deep breaths whilst you're doing this one. Top tip is as well, make a note of what you've done this time when you're doing the workout. And you can actually reduce, like I say, either reduce that weight or some people might need to increase that weight if they've got weights that are too light. You've got to comfortably be able to do it, and remembering that rate of perceived exertion, should be able to hold a short conversation. We're not working maximal. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, back to the gentle march. So the next one, upright row. So knuckles are facing away, palms facing towards. It's a bit like you're doing up your coat. We're keeping the back nice and straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise and lower. Okay? We're going to go. We're going to breathe out on the way up. In on the way down. Lowering the back down again. It's fine just to do one arm at a time if you prefer. Or both arms. And if you're struggling and you're finding your weight's too much, either put them down, get a lighter weight if you've got the luxury of doing that. Conversely, if you find it's too light, if you've got a heavier weight, then go get yourself a heavier weight. Remembering those breaths, it's important. And maintaining that march if we can do. If you start to flag a little bit, don't bring the arms up as much. Or like I say, put the weights down. Just over 10 seconds. Like I say, when you start doing these ones, it's a minute each time. It might seem easy after the first 10, 20 seconds. It gets a bit more difficult as you get towards the end. We've got 3, 2, 1, and back to that gentle march. Next one. We're only doing this one for 30 seconds because it's quite a tricky one. What we're going to do is it's a chest press. It's a bit like when you're lying down, you're doing a bench press. What we're going to do is we're going to do a chest press. We're doing this one standing up though. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the dumbbells out, keeping that back nice and straight. And we're going to breathe, push out, and then bring it back in again. Breathe out on the way out, in on the way back in. You can use one arm at a time if that's easier, or you can use both arms at the same time. If you're finding the weight's a bit too much, either put the weights down, or you can lower them down slightly here if you prefer. Quite a difficult one this at the end of the day because you have to hold it up as well as push it out. You've got another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. So well done. We're 3/4 of the way through the main session now, halfway through the actual resistance section. And what we're going to do this time, last time we did the deltoids raised out to the side. This time we're going to do nice straight back, we're going to raise them out to the front. So we're going to go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and raise. Breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. Remember to lower them. Don't let gravity take them. I want you to lower them down. You can use one arm with this one if it's easier. Keeping those arms below shoulder height. And remembering that rate of perceived exertion, if it's going above a 7, I want you to slow it back down. "20 seconds. Well done, everybody. Got 10 seconds. Remembering those breaths. 3, 2, 1, and back to a gentle march again. So for the last time today, we're going to do those heel digs and the bicep curls. We're going to start those in about 5 seconds. And we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start with the heel dig, and we're going to do the bicep curls. Okay, remember, top half of the arm is not doing the movement here, so the lower half, we're keeping that nice straight back as we're doing this one. Remember to breathe while we do this one, nice big deep breaths. Remember to lower that dumbbell down, not drop it down, okay? Taking your pace, let's go for one arm with this one. Got 2 arms, a little over 30 seconds left now of this particular exercise. 25 seconds. Well done. Just over 10 seconds. Remember to put those weights down if you're getting too much. We've got 3, 2, 1. Brilliant work. Back to that gentle march. We're going to do that upright row again. So imagine we're doing up our coat again. Knuckles facing away, palms facing towards. Remember, we can do one arm, we can do both arms. We can go 3, 2, 1, and off we go again. Breathing out on the way up. In on the way back down. There we go. Like I say, a minute's a long time when you start doing this one. So set off at the right pace. Slow it back down. Go one arm if we want to. Don't bring up as far if we're struggling. We're going to be keeping that back nice and straight whilst we're doing this one. "20 seconds. And then we are one exercise away from the end of the workout. "10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back to our gentle march. Well done. So, last exercise is that chest press. We're going to do this one for 30 seconds. I appreciate it's quite a difficult one to do, because obviously, like I say, you have to hold that dumbbell up at the same time as having to press it out. So we're going to go out, in, breathe out, breathe in on the way back. Okay, keeping that back nice and straight. 15 seconds. And then you're going to grab yourself a drink, just as before. Three, 2, 1. Well done. Right. Go and grab yourself a drink. Put your dumbbells down. You won't be needing those for the rest of the session. And once you finish getting that drink, what I want you to do is, I want you to come back to me, and we're going to go back to a gentle march, okay? Now we're going to be moving into this now in about 30 seconds, slightly more than 30 seconds. We're going to be moving into the cool down. And what I'm thinking now is less road runner, more sloth. So we need to slow it back down. We want to bring that heart rate down, want to bring that rate of perceived exertion back down. We want to squeeze all the toxins out of the body that we've built up from exercising. Want to make sure we've got that mobility back in those joints. So slowing it back down. So we're going to go 10 seconds shortly, and then we're going to move into that cool down. Okay, starting to slow it down. We're concentrating on slowing things down, gentle motions now. Okay? Right, so we're moving into the slow march and swinging those arms again. Still bringing them in, but like I say, emphasis is now on slowing things down. Okay, gentle, easy. Bringing that rate of perceived exertion back down, like we say. And whilst you're doing this one, really concentrate this time. I want you to fill those lungs up. Imagine you're filling up a big balloon, or your lungs are a big balloon, you're filling them up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Back to that gentle march. You might even want to keep your toes on the floor for this one, just what we call treading grapes. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So nice and gentle, nice and slow. Okay? Still keeping that back nice and straight, but please concentrate on that breathing. Nice, big, deep breaths. And whichever way those shoulders are going, let's go the other way. Three, two, one, and back to that gentle march. So, step to the side for me. We're going to do a single side step. We're not reaching very far this time. And we're going to do that punch across. It's a lazy punch this time. Again, not twisting the body, just keeping the torso nice and straight, just bringing the arm in front of the body. Okay? Slowly, not big steps. Not like it was when we were doing the warm-up. 10 more seconds. Slowing it down. Remembering those big deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Back to the gentle march. So we're getting the dance mat. And how much everybody enjoyed that in the warm-up. We get to try it nice and slow now for the cool down. So we're going to tap forwards. We're going to tap back. We're going to tap out to the side. We're not reaching very much out of the centre line of the body here. And we're going to bring those arms into play. Nice and slowly back. And out to the side. Remembering that breathing. Three, 2, 1. Back to that gentle march. So next one we're going to do tap in front, right front to the left, left foot in front to right, literally just in front, and then a lazy punch with that one as well. But slowly, remembering that big deep breath as well. Slowing it down. You got 3, you got 2, 1, and back to the gentle march. For the last time now, keeping his back nice straight. Imagine you got that dot on the floor in front of you, and we're going to do a heel toe. You might want to keep your foot on the floor for this one. And we're going to wring out that dishcloth again. This time though, if that dishcloth was being wrung out, it'd be damp by the time we finished. It's really quite leisurely. And swap to the foot for me. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start the march now. What we're going to do is we're going to do some light stretches, followed up with some breathing exercises, and then we're done. Well done everybody for today. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring this arm in front of the body. We're going to keep the arm nice and straight, and we're not going to twist the body. We're just going to bring the arm across. Don't press on the elbow here. Bring it across in front of the body. It's absolutely fine if you can't bring the arm all the way across. Keeping this shoulder down, and then hold for 15. We're going to do it twice to either side. Remembering those big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Bring this arm in front of the body. Bring it across. Exactly the same rules apply. Should feel the pull across the top of the shoulder here. Three, 2, 1, shake it out. Bring the arm across again. And bring it across. Same rules apply. Remembering those big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. And so this arm doesn't feel left out. Bring it across to the side for me. And hold for 15. Three, 2, 1. Next stretch, if people require a chair for support, that's absolutely fine for this one. Legs slightly more than shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a groin stretch. So don't start it yet, but we're going to bend down to the side, keeping those toes pointed roughly forwards. But this knee must stay behind the level of this toe here when we're doing this one. If this knee doesn't bend, you can stretch the leg out further to the back. That's absolutely fine. Like I said, everybody's mobility is different. And hold. You can hold onto your knee, you can hold onto your waist, or you can hold onto a chair if you need it for support. Three, 2, 1. Straighten up. And down to the other side for me. Should feel the pull just on the inside of the leg there. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Straighten up. Back down to the other side. Remembering, big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. You don't want to be holding your breath while you're doing the stretches. 3, 2, 1. Straight up. And so that this leg doesn't feel left out. Drop down to the side. Evening up the balance, shall we say. Make sure this knee, you should still be able to see that toe. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And straighten up. Shake those legs out. What we're going to do now, we're going to bring the arms in front of the body. If you can bring them like this, interlock. If you can't interlock, just bring the arms forwards. And what I want us to do, I want you to look down. And I want you to bring these arms up slightly. Just feel the pull at the top of the back. And then hold. You can extend this one out by looking further down. Got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake those arms out. Bring the arms around the back of the body. If you can bring them together, that's fine. If not, stick them out straight like this. What we're going to do is we're going to raise those arms up. Hold it there. Should feel the pull across the front of the chest here. Three, 2, 1. Shake it out. Bring the arms back in front. Look down and raise those arms. You got 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Last time, arms behind and raise. Remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice, big, deep breaths. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And what I want you to do now is to return to a very, very gentle march now. You might want to keep the toes on the floor for this one. It's absolutely fine, because what we're going to do now is we're going to do some big deep breaths. And I mean really big deep breaths. You're going to really fill those lungs up, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to concentrate on that breathing when you're doing it as well. So you're going to breathe in. And you're going to breathe out. Going to breathe in. You're going to breathe out. Going to breathe in. And you're going to breathe out. Last one, make it count. Going to breathe in. And you're going to breathe out. Last exercise, I want you to bring your hands together. Give yourself a round of applause. Hope you enjoyed that session.